Good morning, students. Hope you all are fantabulous and studying with zeal as teachers are putting their efforts to make video lessons for you. We are on chapter 2, Noun Functions. Noun functions. Noun as subject, noun as direct object, noun as indirect object, and noun as object of the preposition. Now we have already completed two topics, noun as subject and noun as direct object, in our previous video. Hope you have solved exercises A and B in your book, which were quite easy. Now let's move on to our next topic, where you will learn the function of noun as indirect object and as object of the preposition. Let's recollect that you have learned. First was the noun as subject, in which I explained you that what is a subject. The part of the sentence that tells who or what the sentence is about is called the subject. Now, how you will find out the subject in your sentence? You have to put who or what before verb to find out the subject of a verb. Now, the example is given. You can see Mark is a businessman. Now, where is the verb? What is the verb here? Is. Now, you have to put who before this verb to find the subject. Who is a businessman? Mark. Now, here you can see that Mark is a noun and functioning as the subject. Then comes noun as direct object. Now, what is direct object? The noun or pronoun that receives or is affected by the action indicated by the verb in a sentence is called the direct object. Now, the key word to find direct object, you have to add whom or what after verb. So, you have to put whom or what after verb, so you will get your direct object. The example is given here. I called a carpenter to make furniture. What is the verb here? Called. Now, I called whom? So, what is the answer? A carpenter. So, a carpenter is your direct object. Now, here comes our topic, noun as indirect object. So, listen carefully. Some verbs take two objects after them, a direct object and an indirect object. Now, you read before about a direct object. Now, a direct object is what? A direct object receives or is affected by the action of a verb in a sentence. Now, in this topic, noun as indirect object, first you should know that what is an indirect object. An indirect object is a word or phrase that informs to whom or for whom something is being done. It can be a person, an animal, or a thing. Indirect objects are the recipients of the direct object. It means that in the previous one you have learned that what is the direct object and how you will find the direct object by putting the question what after your verb, and then you will get direct object. Now, in this indirect object, you have to put question whom or what. So, you will get the answer of indirect objects. Now, indirect object answers that you have to put whom or what, to whom or what after the verb. For example, his father gave him a watch. Now, his father gave what? So the answer is a watch. So a watch is the direct object. You have learned that if you will put what after your verb, you will get direct object. And now you have to learn that how you will find indirect object in your sentence. So you have to remember that you will put after your verb to whom. His father gave to whom? His father gave a watch to whom? What is the answer? Him. So him is your indirect object. In the same way, see the second example. He told me a secret. Now, he told what? So what is the answer? A secret. So a secret is your direct object. And now when you want to find the indirect object, you will not put what, but you will put to whom or for whom. So he told a secret to whom? So what is the answer? Me. So here me is your indirect object in the sentence. Let's see some more example. Men and women together cooked their children a delicious meal. Now, what is the verb here? Cooked. Now, put the question what? To find the direct object, men and women cooked what? So, you will get the answer, a delicious meal. So, this is your direct object. So, and when you will put the question for whom after the verb, you will get indirect object. So, men and women together cooked for whom? For their children. So here their children is indirect object. Now here remember some points. The indirect object is usually a living being, a person or an animal, to whom or for whom the action is done. Just look at the example. The hen fed its chicks some corn. Now what is the verb here? Fed. This is the past tense of feed. The hen fed to whom? Its chicks. So this is your indirect object. Now maybe the question comes in your mind that what comes first, indirect or direct object? Now I hope that it is easy for you to just pick out the direct and indirect. Now what comes first, direct or indirect? The answer is when direct and indirect objects are used together in a sentence, the indirect object pronoun comes before the direct object. Let's have a look on some questions from your exercise. First one, the question is underline the indirect object in these sentences. Raj built his kids a beautiful sandcastle. Now, try to first pick out the verb. What is the verb in this sentence? Built. Now, put the question to find the indirect object. Raj built for whom? Raj built a beautiful sandcastle for whom? What is the answer? His kids. So, his kids is the indirect object in our sentence. In the same way, see the second question. See the second sentence. The chef cooked the guests a sumptuous meal. Now, what is the verb here? Cooked. Now, the chef cooked for whom? For the guest. So, what the guest is the indirect object. So in the same manner, you can complete exercise C, in which you can underline the indirect object in this sentence. You can do this exercise in the book itself, and when you will get the answers, you can check your answers and do correction. Now the last topic is noun as object of the preposition. So first of all, you should know that what is preposition. A preposition is a word that is used to show the relationship between two or more people, places or things in a sentence. Now, the topic is noun as object of the preposition. So, how you will find the object of the preposition? Object of the preposition immediately follows the preposition. Let's have a look on some examples. The first example is, some good furniture was made by the carpenter. Now, what is the preposition here? By. Now, some good furniture was made by the carpenter. Now, made by, after by you can see the carpenter. So, the carpenter is the object of the preposition. This is noun phrase and it just come after the preposition. Hope you understood this, that how you will find the object of the preposition. Means after preposition you can get the object, noun as object. See the second example. The children waited in a line. First try to find the preposition in a sentence. Then it will be easy to identify the object that will come just after the preposition. The children waited in a line. In is the preposition in the sentence and object of the preposition is a line, which is a noun phrase. I hope all the concepts are clear and you have learned how the noun functions differently at different positions in a sentence. So remember that noun may be placed as the subject of a sentence, as a direct or indirect object of the verb, or as the object of the preposition. Thank you and take care and complete the book exercises and check the answers that I will give you in Google Drive.